Yo guys, Class here, and Storytime episode 2 again today. And today we'll be talking about the time that I got drunk for the first time. So I've been drunk twice in my lifetime. One of the times was really bad when I had like 10 shots and I vomited all over my bed. Don't really remember it. That's the most I've been drunk ever, but that was the second time I got drunk. Going back to the first time I got drunk, I must say it was a real awesome time looking back at it, and I don't regret anything, to be completely honest. I'm hopefully going to do the same thing this year and get pissed. But anyway, I wasn't as drunk as I was the second time I got drunk at home at a party, but I wasn't vomiting or anything. But anyway, I'll get into the story, guys. So I was at a camping ground for New Year's Eve. As you can tell, New Year's Eve is a huge party time. And if you're going to get drunk, New Year's Eve is the time to get drunk, or either your birthday party or something. You know, for me, I really only drink when I, like parties or special events, considering the fact that I'm only 15 and I can't drink every day anyway because I can't buy alcohol. But when I do drink alcohol, it's usually at special events like that or something, or, I don't know, usually New Year's Eve is when I drink the most, though. Alright, so I was with one of my good mates, Brad, and pretty much we started off the night with a couple of beers or so. And I remember I had maybe 4 beers that night or something, and then we went over to the party and there was the countdown, and there was they had like a DJ set. I can't remember if they had a DJ, but they had a DJ set and there was music playing, and they did the countdown. And after that countdown, I pretty much got pissed after that, to be completely honest. And we drank beer and bourbon and cola, which bourbon and cola was pretty decent. And I probably got drunk off then, to be completely honest, because I drank, I don't know, I might have drank 5. I think I had, maybe I drank 4, I can't remember. I think I had 8 or 9 drinks that night. And I remember just walking around the New Year's, walking around the campsite, sorry. And I remember just like feeling so confident and shit. And I remember we were just saying hey to all these random people, and I remember we were talking to the security guards and being like, yo, what's up, you guys can't arrest us. And you just feel so overconfident that you usually wouldn't feel that confident. I remember we actually, I don't know if Brad did it, but anyway, I remember we're like, oh, I need to take a piss, and we're like, oh, the toilets are over there, and it's like, nah, the toilets are right in front of us. So anyway, but they actually were, so we just started pulled out our pants and we were just pissing while walking, and that's such a common like drunk thing to do, just pissing while walking. And I remember doing that, and people, I don't know if anyone saw us, but if they did, they just would have thought, oh my god, what a bunch of drunks. And I remember just falling over a lot. That is probably one of the most common things when you're drunk, falling over. I just remember falling over a crap ton. I don't know why, and I just fell over and then I started laughing for no reason. Because we were actually, when it got to night time, we had our bottles in our hands, and there was really no security. But they hyped up the security, saying, oh, there's going to be security everywhere, watch out, and if they see you with alcohol, they'll take you to wherever. I think they might take you back to your campsite or something. But there was really no security, to be honest. Well, I saw a couple of security guards when we were already pissed that were sorting out some other people. But other than that, the whole time I was drinking, there was no security at the DJ set. Like, everyone was crowding around it, and there was no security there. So anyway, it was night time, so no one could really see our bottles, to be completely honest. And I remember I went for a bottle in about like 30 seconds. I remember I sculled one down, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'm gonna not scull down the next one. But yeah, it was real fun, especially since it was probably the first time. I'll probably remember it more. I probably wasn't as drunk. I remember my friend Brad, who's probably watching this right now, he started vomiting and stuff, which was pretty crack up, although pretty disgusting, because when we went to sleep, we went to sleep at like, I don't know, maybe 3 AM or something, some late time. We were just in the tents and stuff, and you fall asleep pretty fast when you're drunk, to be completely honest. You just don't really, you think like from all the alcohol you have, you'd be all like sugared up and stuff, but I just fell asleep pretty fast. But when I woke up in the morning, the tent just like stank like alcohol and shit. And then I remember Brad saying, oh, I vomited, and he said I vomited, and I was like, oh my god. And I checked myself and I was like, nah, no vomit over me. So obviously he vomited the other way, which there was no one, so he vomited into the tent wall thing. So anyway, that was probably a real fun time, and something I'll remember. Anyway, I fucking say, if you guys, probably not too young, but if you're 15 or 16, get pissed in New Year's. It's probably the best time too, and something you remember. Just don't drink that much. Like, don't go drinking like just straight vodka. Just drink like RTDs or beers, and you're pretty much you can't drink enough before you get bloated. You can't drink dangerously, because like to drink dangerously you'd have to have like 25, and you'll be bloated by the time you do that, and you'd be feeling sick and shit. So yeah, I remember another funny thing was we couldn't walk straight. I remember I looked up I looked at the ground, and then I'd look up into the sky, and then I'd be like in a different fucking place. I'd be like walking down the street, for example, you'd be on the right side, and then I'd look up, and then I'd try and walk it straight. I'd really try and concentrate, and then I'd suddenly be in the middle of the road, and you know, I just like, what the hell, and it's like real weird, because you don't really know what's happening either. I was talking about the second time I got drunk, which was, since the first one wasn't really interesting other than I drank and got pissed, but the second time I got drunk, I think I had about 9 shots of like 29% alcohol. I think it might have been actually 30-something% alcohol. I can't really remember, and I like these chocolate things, and I shot it down to about 9 or so of them, had about 4 beers and about 5 cola and bourbons, and I was pissed as hell, and that night was a bit of a blur, to be completely honest with you. I remember vomiting. I remember putting 2 fingers down my throat to make myself vomit because I felt sick, and I guess looking back at it, it was kind of fun. I guess it was fun for about an hour, and then it just sort of all, you know, it just sort of all went downhill from there. But it was fun looking back at it. Yeah, I guess when there's a limit. If you like drink too much, then it's fun for a little bit, but then you feel sick. So I think you got to keep it a limit. 10 drinks is when it would be decent. 10 drinks at least to get pissed, and you'd probably still have fun there. Anyway, guys, I don't know if the story was boring or not, but I really need to a story to do. By the way, the gameplay is MW3, and I'll leave the link to the guy that has the gameplay. He lets people use his gameplay and stuff. So anyway, I'll link him down in the description. Cheer to him, and it's some pretty sick gameplay, to be honest. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later, and classy out.